Hello, hello.
Hi, York. How are you?
Good, yourself?
Good to see you.
How's the trip?
It was good.
Ah, nice.
It's long and aggravating.
I'm sure.
But nothing out of the ordinary. No real delays.
Weapons all arrived?
We had one. Yeah, everything's here.
Okay,
I had
good.
one.
Hello, we are welcome to Camp Golembe Safari.
Just got my new set of African sporting creations, and we're going to put them to good use on this hunt. We're doing buffalo and a tuskless, and we'll see how they go. Couple of plains game, brand new, even in the wrapper. What I like about these is they're so quick and easy to set up for the client once you get onto a buffalo or something. They don't take up much space on the ground, so you're not getting caught in the grass and the trees. And it's based off the traditional African style, but with 3 legs instead of 2. And you're good to go.
This is my Blaser R8. It's a professional success with stingray leather. I really love it. I've got several different barrels for it. This is the 300 Winchester, which I've hunted with quite a bit, and it's just a good all-around caliber for a lot of different things. I can really shoot well with it. And then I've got my double for the big stuff here, so I've got a 470 with me as well.
I see dust here. Just top about 2 inches to the right, to the left. No, yeah, but no, 2 inches from you. You're good.
That gun's really my 30-06.
Oh, nice. You're a guy.
Run, Brando. Chop, fast.
First accident.
First blood.
Bait.
That happened.
Bait.
It's a start.
Bait.
Can you track him?
Set a blood trail.
That's what we didn't even have to get further than the shooting range to get first blood. Oh, you got to.
That low on that.
It's not that bad.
No,
Don't care about his nose, where did he hit? That's the issue.
matters. Yeah.
Who cares? Now I don't care about him bleeding. That's where he hit up there.
Right, that's golden. So you.
Okay, so we just left camp this morning, first day, and we've come to an area where there's some old fields you can see through here. So what these Duggar boys are doing are coming up the hill and to the top, and they're eating all the old maize stalks. So we've got a track here, but it's quite rocky, quite a bit of hard ground, so we're just going to see if we can find the fresh track and which way he's gone.
Craig off 470.
So I'm using a 458 Winchester Win Mag. I'll say thank you to Bill Hober for supplying me with the new Swift Solids. Put it to good use.
These structures are used by the local village people to climb up inside and sit at night during the wet season and watch over their crops, because obviously elephants and buffalo and hippo and baboons and everything like to raid here. So you can imagine these guys sitting up here, pitch dark, quite the life to live out here in Africa for the local people, looking out for elephants. And you can see they've still got some pots and pans, but now is the dry season, so there's no one here, and the animals are loving the regrowth of the crops.
These buffalo come from the valley floor. They come up on these hills where they've been doing the crops, eat. A lot of time the Duggar boys will stay up on top here for a day or two, sleeping in that thicket like we saw where that big herd just slept. And then they'll come back down. There's a few springs down in the bottom here. Still quite thick for glassing.
There's a pretty good sized herd of elephants out here a little ways, so giving us a little excitement this morning.
Right here.
Like a semicircle all around us.
They're split up.
And the ones on this side on our right, they got downwind, or we wound up upwind.
Let's just give them like 10 minutes just to relax. So up along the lakeshore we've been picking up all these old illegal twine nets, which is monofilament, and it all comes from China. So we've just been picking it all up and we're going to burn it, because sadly it doesn't end just in the water. It catches small birds, mice, so we're trying to get it out the way. The problem with this is it catches everything. Catfish, tigerfish, all your bream doesn't rot. And a lot of the time they'll leave it in the trees because it rips easily, so they'll just leave it, and it's so cheap.
Yeah.
And then it just keeps catching things, catching things. Your fish eagles will land in the tree, get hooked
Tangled up in it.
Yeah.
Kills everything.
Nasty.
The buffalo we saw and tracked, and they got our wind earlier this morning. I think we've found them again. They went across the road right where we had driven, so the tracks were after we drove out of here. And it's a little windy, but we're thinking maybe we're going to give it a shot and go see if we can catch up to them.
They're just behind this ridge. Yeah. Just gonna watch them from here. Have a look before we get too close. They're gonna go up through that opening there. Right hand side, but I didn't see there's quite a few on the left. So we'll drop down. Try and get more than what we saw. Yeah, there's a group on the left, but I can just see tails moving.
We've gotten right up on the buffalo, and we're waiting for them to just ease over the ridge a little bit. We'll see what we can find. We still haven't seen them all. That's better.
I think 2 seconds left. Young bulls. Nothing holding us, so we'll back out and go look for some tugger boys.
We've got 2 buffalo here. Looks
Yes,
like
sir.
2 bulls.
Good.
Probably from maybe really early this morning.
Yes.
Like yesterday, we're just going to go really slowly. Hopefully today we catch them feeding. Better than sleeping, but if sleeping, we'll just go try and get a shot.
Do like we did yesterday.
Exactly.
Man. Well,
Yep.
good. It was a good hunt.
Yeah.
Let's go find one.
Let's go do it.
You bet. Well done. Good. Good.
Yeah. Well done.
That way. Thank you. Thank you. You're the one found it. Thank you. It took too long. I was sitting there watching. I didn't ever think she was going to move.
And that's all.
Look at him. Look at him. Look how pitted he is.
You see here?
Yeah.
It's all, his bosses actually started to peel away.
They're peeling because he's so old. How wide do you think he is?
He's probably about 36.
36?
What's going on with you? Don't you know what you're doing?
I'm in bedroom.
Go, where are you going?
Oi. Nepo mdala.
Shua nasi nyanya steering. He's just fixing his nets, and he's just busy telling us that the fish are quiet at the moment because there's so much wind.
Yeah.
So they've done like everything else is done, just go down and stay in the deep water. They're all a bit nervous because we arrested a guy 2 days ago for putting snares.
Oh yeah, good.
And he was actually the chief has like village elders. He was one of his village elders.
He thought he could do whatever he wanted.
So it's good that the guy's good. So it's good that we arrested him because now it sets a precedent that doesn't matter who you are.
Maybe for a first time kudu, but
Not for what we want. Yeah, I'd say 54, 55. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
I think 50 for a first timer, but yeah.
Well,
Keep looking.
a little bit of excitement.
Yeah.
It's always good.
5 bulls.
there's another one here. Let's go around. Look. 8. Here's another one. And another one to the left. 10. Shit. That one's also about 50 odd. There's a big one like 55, 56 in here. Just need him to move off. More. In order for it.
Is that kudu?
Yeah, kudu. Kom hier, Perut. Come.
That was incredible. We just saw a dozen kudu bulls, and I guess they gave us a slip because we can't find them. But what a testament to the management and all the efforts going into this place. The game numbers are incredible. There's 100 impala down here on the lake shore. We've just seen a little bit of everything. Klipspringer, Grasbuck, Dikers. I mean, we've been seeing everything. So this place is, the animal numbers are really, really solid.
Jackal! No, it's a big one. Long legs there.
Yeah, they're built kind of funny.
Yeah.
Kind of long-legged, but then
Very
chunky body.
Yeah, very different to the blackback. This is a side-striped jackal. And a very old one at that. Because
Oh, look at all the lice. Ugh. See them?
Oh, man.
Check at that.
Yeah.
Ah. Wow. See them? You see them? Full of lice.
So on our way home now, we're coming through this burn and we saw this side-striped jackal and we decided to have a whack at him. And that we did.
Well, it's been a good day. We got more big stuff to go after tomorrow, but this was a good ending for today.
Thanks, Phil. Well done. The first 2 Duggar boys, and now we've got another 5 here. They're all going northwest, but the wind, we got some weather coming in, it looks like, from Harare side, from the east, and it's pushing the wind direct west, right up their backsides. So we're going to go back around to the base of the hill, and then walk in, and then back up towards where we are now. Hopefully get the wind in our face, and hopefully walk into it.
So we just did a big loop on this river, trying to get ahead of the wind. And we picked up those Duggar boy tracks that are coming back. But they've been feeding in this creek, in the green grass. So we're just trying to work out which way they've gone now. Once we get that, we're golden.
Down here looking for buffalo tracks in this little river, and there's some coming and going, and there's lots of lion tracks. So we are still making a circle trying to catch back up with where the tracks went. Got to get the wind right and find out where they went. So off we go.
I really thought we would have bumped something in there.
Well, you're right. That's frequented by lots of buffalo.
A lot. There are tracks everywhere. But I think the lions have spooked them. Those lions are moving quite a bit in there. Freaking everywhere. Okay, well, we're actually planning on trying to get a civet from the beginning and doing a night with the spotlight one night. And we're coming out this morning going to get to our buffalo spot, and this big civet was in the road. Yeah. Well done, buddy.
Yeah.
They are big. Beautiful big. Woo-wee. There's a big cat.
My goodness, look at the hair
Try
extending
lift
up.
it.
Smells nice and strong.
That's the civetone. They use that used to use it to mix it with the woman's perfume,
Yeah.
the oil, to stick on better, apparently.
Look at this hair
Big,
standing
yeah.
up.
Let's get a picture whilst the hair is standing up.
Yeah, here. Or you want to just take it?
Tell us a little bit about it.
So civets are very nocturnal. They're one of the only animals that eat millipedes. They've got acid in their blood.
Oh yeah.
And in their civet trees, where they mark their territories, you'll see a lot of the shells inside. And they eat quite a bit of fruit as well. All crocodile barks. Yeah, but beautiful cat.
Amazing, huge thing. Whew. There's one big old boy.
One more in the salt.
Okay, thank you.
So we left camp this morning. We put the other 2 guys on 2 other Duggar boys, and we've come back here into the villages. And we've just been told about one Duggar boy giving people trouble at a waterhole where everyone goes to collect water and keeps chasing them. So we're gonna go and have a look.
Yes, guys, dziri segunyata. Ah, nyati dziripo mdara. Ngati mdala kuli malambwe uku.
Oh, inonetsa.
Zorovera. Anenge maboni angry boom da.
Okay.
Vatungona masports utiza madzimai ari kucheka uswa hwetheching. Saka pavanorasa mwanda paipe inogona kuuya kuzotuta mwanda iye ichipaza vanhu vakamira seapa.
We're gonna go and have a look, see what happens.
Let's do it. I've got a Krieghoff 470 here that I've had for a few years that I really like, and I've hunted with it a bit and brought it on this hunt, really looking forward to hunting some big stuff with it. And so today we're heading out after a buffalo once again, early morning on the track, and gonna go see what we can do with this big boy.
Okay, so I'm carrying a 458 Win Mag, Winchester Model 70, and I'm using the new Swift solids from Bill. Thanks very much for supplying me with them. And then I've got a Rayton Optics red dot, which is incredible. It's very fast. Got 1 point to aim, so when it's on target, it's going down. So we've got a plus and minus adjustment, so we can adjust the red dot or brightness how we want it. A lot of times at night when you follow up a wounded leopard or lion, you put your light on the front, you can't see the red dot because it adjusts to the light that the flashlight's doing. So the self adjustment's much better because you can put it on to bright. Otherwise you'd have to change weapons again at night. But let's go for a Duggar boy. It might get into a situation where he's actually quite close, depending on how thick it is. Okay. So I might not have time to put the sticks up. No problem. You'll find out that, eh? Okay.
If it's close, I do not need sticks.
All right, cool. So those Duggar boys in the Ome, for example, when they get really old out and they get kicked out the herds, they tend to go into the villages because the lions pressure them, and in amongst the villages, the lions don't normally go in there. So it's a form of safety. And they've got everything right there. They've got water where the people go, the cattle, they've got thick bush, and they don't normally have to go far. So they just go into a little thicket and then they just relax in there. That's what their game plan is. It's gone up here. So I think we go on this side of the bank. The wind's coming over this side.
And I've been fortunate. Most of the hunts I've gone on, wherever it is, wherever it may be, have always been challenging. But when you get in an environment like this in the Zambezi Valley, you're at the top of that challenge. You know, there can be anything happen. There's lots of animals here that are very dangerous animals. There's lots of different scenarios that could play themselves out. And having that confidence in your professional hunter is a very important part of the hunt and something that we should rely on.
ready. Just under that bird in the grass. Take your time.
Get him again. Good job, my buddy. Reload, let's just watch him. That's the bellow we want.
What do you think?
Beautiful.
What do you think? Thank you.
Get yourself a pair of sporting creation sticks. Well done, guys. Sunny. Cliffy. Jawina. Good job, that was a great shot. This is Africa 5. In it to win it. Yes, so that bullet smoked him. Then the second one, that poleaxed him.
Whoa! 5 days of doing this,
Yep.
and then we get over here and this thick stuff
Yep.
early in the morning. A
Yep.
beautiful morning.
And you know, it's one of the things as we get back to campfire hunting and communities. They could have killed this buffalo if they wanted to. It drinks here every day, but because the money comes from you and goes back into the community, they left it and they called us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because it's
great job.
been a real problem
Yeah.
in chasing people when they
Yeah.
come to get water and everything. So, yeah, it's pretty unique when you get in a
Yeah.
situation like that where you've got the chance to take out an animal that somebody's going to take it out or somebody's going to get hurt.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
here we were on the right
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
So, man, I'm shaking. I'm so excited.
Well done.
Thanks,
Good
man.
job.
Appreciate it. It's more than just the hunt for me when you come to a place like this. You get in there and you have the hunt and you have that experience with the wildlife, but then there's a second experience that comes along that a lot of people don't know about. And that's the people that live here.
Come around, guys. Well done, buddy. Beautiful, beautiful bull.
A little speechless at the moment. What an old warrior. There's nothing like getting in here in Africa and getting in the thick stuff and hunting dangerous game, and then opportunity to make a good shot and get the job done and get your hands on horns like this. Feeling like no other. What a day.
See where he lives.
Yeah, that's his little
That's
wallowing
his little
spot there.
bedding spot. And then he comes through like that.
And Grace is over here and
Yeah.
water's over there.
And then goes back down.
Probably doesn't go very far. He probably just lives right in here.
Yeah,
and-
right, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what these old bulls do. They look for these little gullies with this thicket, with these thorns, and then they come and just bed down. And the problem is when the people come looking for the children come looking for the cattle in the evening,
Oh, they
they
walk right
bump
past
straight
you?
into it.
Yeah. That's dangerous.
And it can turn and go very bad.
Dangerous situation.
Yeah. Anyway, job well done.
Thank you very much. Amazing. We certainly have put in some hard days already and had some hard luck with the wind and whatnot, and to be able to get in here and then get a glimpse of him, and then to get in there on the sticks and just have to, I mean, it was so thick.
Yeah.
To be able to finally find a little bit of an opening, and then for you to make note that the oxpecker was standing right on the top of the shoulder, so hey, just come down from that.
Yeah.
And you can find that shoulder even though it's thick and hard
Yeah.
to see in there. And he was slightly quartering away,
Yeah.
and then made that shot, and which actually went in and broke the opposite shoulder, so that's what
Perfect.
it needed to do. And then as he ran away, I just put another one in the rear end, and he
He-
was down, and
Dropped right there.
the bellowing started.
Yeah, exactly. But beautiful old bull, good spread on him. And you can see how old he is, just how emaciated he is. He's so thin. I mean, I think we're going to struggle getting how much meat can come off with to the villages. And the nice thing is now, villages are all on their way. I'm sure you can hear them in the background. So everyone's going to benefit from this. A lot of people have arrived. Unfortunately, I don't think everyone's going to get, due to the bull being so old and he's got not much meat on him, but we'll try and do what we can and someone will get something. Half loaf is better than no loaf.
Most of the people seem to be happy, got a piece of meat here and there. Chaos. Chaos as usual. Meat in Africa, that's the story.
So if they don't see a value in wildlife, it's not going to be there. So hunting in the Ome and in other campfire areas is very important. That's why there's wildlife in community areas in Zimbabwe.
How long have you been after one of these guys?
It's been a couple of trips. One trip I was planning to hunt a hyena, and then it wasn't really available, and then that didn't work out. And then I was here in the Ome a few years ago, and just hard luck. Just hard luck. We just didn't get the right opportunity. So here we are to try again. We are busy setting up for some hyena calling. We've made a drag down a road a pretty long ways, and we've gotten a place that's kind of open but broken with some brush, where we have some visibility, but there's not too much visibility when they're coming in until they're right here on us. So we're going to put the collar on here in a little bit and see if we can connect with my nemesis, the hyena. This is the Blaser R8 Professional Success in 300 Winchester. Got the Swarovski scope on it, illuminated, just beautiful glass, and there's nothing that you could have better for hunting at night than this Swarovski glass with the illuminated reticle. So that should do the trick.
Silhouette is about 20 yards to the right.
Down, son.
I hope it was a good hit.
No, it's straight to us, down.
Okay.
Dead.
I just was worried.
Let's walk over. Well done, sir.
Oh, there's no standing shot.
No, there's not.
By the time I saw it,
Yeah.
and got on it,
But hyena hate to light.
yeah, they're gone.
They don't stand around.
So luckily there was just enough room around that bush that
Exactly.
I could
Get one in there.
just get it,
Yeah.
lead it a little bit, because I didn't know how hard it was turning to the right.
Yeah.
So that made it difficult to know how far to lead. It's not like a broadside.
Exactly, yeah.
He's curving away. And
Down, son.
so I just put it on the front of him.
No, perfect. Well done.
Thanks.
Good job. Okay, so hyenas live in dens, down in a hole. So they double jointed. Their legs tuck in like that
Oh wow.
to make them go easier in the hole.
Down the hole.
Yeah, so obviously there, then they tuck it in like that.
Incredible.
Nice bushy tail, eh?
Yeah.
Don't touch that piece. It's very bad for your heart and everything. Nice mane on it.
York had two different callers going, and it wasn't long before we heard one off in the distance calling back, and then two were coming down the road, and it was kind of just a waiting game, and enough time had passed. I thought maybe they're not coming, so York played with the call a little bit.
Yeah.
And one came in, and you know, when they get anywhere close at all, they sound like they're on a loudspeaker. Their call is so
Almost.
It just gives you chills.
Yeah, almost like the ground's vibrating.
And then the time came when York said, "Are you ready?" He's going to be right here, and turned the light on, and he didn't stand for half a second.
Down, son.
He wheeled to turn away, and I knew that could happen, and so I was ready for a running shot and was able to just put him down, and I'm just very fortunate for this to all come together like that.
Yeah, you did well. He was hauling and you put it right in the money and dropped him on the spot. It was perfect. Well done.
You got to be quick sometimes, York.
You have to.
That's one of the interesting things about hunting in Africa is the team effort that's put into the hunt. It's not something that you'll experience on the same level in the U.S. or possibly anywhere else. You know, in the U.S. you may be on a big hunt with a guide. There could possibly be one other person involved somewhere along the way, and that can be fantastic. In Africa, it's a little different. Here, it's a big team effort.
This morning we are moving camps. We are headed to the south to look for tuskless elephant, and we have Jito looking like a bandito. Cliffy the ranger is still with us, and we've got camp cooks and more trackers and Sani Bonani. Everybody's here. We've got the team, A-team, on the go. Elephants beware, A-team is near.
That's one of the things that makes it different and makes it interesting, and for me a lot of fun. So you've got your professional hunter and you've got one main tracker. You probably have a driver, and depending on the area you're hunting in, you're liable to have some game scouts. And in some cases it could be 2 game scouts. So you could have a vehicle full of people. The interesting thing is all the guys on that truck can track and hunt. Every single one of them, no matter what their actual role is. They're good hunters and good trackers, and so that makes it a lot of fun to watch them work something out when you go to a spot where the ground's hard and it's hard to follow tracks. You know, if it's soft ground, even I can follow tracks for a ways. But to watch them get in those challenging spots where it's hard ground or too much grass, too thick grass, it's just hard to find those clues and to watch them work. So the team effort part of hunting in Africa, to me, is unique and is an endearing part of what we get to do over here.
I think today's the day. We're starting off on a beautiful day here. We got to see a lot of elephants yesterday, very close, and we're down here where we know they are. It's just a matter of, you know, being in the right place at the right time, but here we go.
So Phil, here we have a very old elephant cow. You can see by how she hasn't been able to chew the leaves.
She just swallows them.
Yeah,
her
her
whole
teeth.
leaves in there.
Yeah, her teeth are pretty much done.
Okay.
So, very old cow.
Yeah, that's so strange. I've never seen this before. I've never seen it. I mean, that's weird.
And that's pretty much a whole leaf.
Yeah, you can't chew it all.
Yeah. Unchewed.
Yeah. Just swallowing them.
Yep.
This is African chewing-gum. We call it mato in Shona. They are so nice to eat. It's just like bubble gum or some other things like chewing gums. It's so tasty.
This matoe is actually really hard to find because most of the times the baboons eat it, but it's my favorite fruit of the forest for sure. It's got a fibery texture, but when you chew on it, those fibers like exude a, like it's almost like, and it sounds disgusting, but like a snotty texture, sweet, sweet, delicious substance, and it's so nice. Matoe. And you can chew it for ages. So good. Like snot, but nicer.
So in the Ome, obviously it's a campfire program. So campfire is a community-based project where the money gets split up into sections. For example, in the Ome, there's different wards. So each little, it's like a suburb of a city. And each little suburb gets a percentage of that money if the animal was shot in that suburb, for example. We call them wards. So if we shot a hippo in Ward 3, they would get a percentage of that money, which they will put towards a project that they want to do, whether it's schools, towards a clinic, or towards a farming program, or fixing their wells, or putting it towards a bowmid area to keep the lions out of a cattle section. She's saying they're screaming and such a fright, you think you've already been eaten. Yeah, she said the fire chased them last night. It shows the villagers that hunting gives back to the community. And they need to realize that, otherwise they're not going to want wildlife. They've got to deal with wildlife every day of their life. Their children going to school, their farming, their livestock. So if they don't see a value in wildlife, it's not going to be there. So hunting in the Ome and in other campfire areas is very important. That's why there's wildlife in community areas in Zimbabwe.
So this is that monkey orange they're eating. And they're just going from tree to tree, going through here. Yeah. They stand on them after they've knocked them down. They break them into small pieces and then
they get them.
Picks it up and eats it. See, they've gone from tree to tree.
Yeah.
Another one.
Having a nice little snack.
There.
Tuskless hunting, for someone that's never hunted a tuskless and been in amongst herds, which is what tuskless hunting is. You've got to look through a large number of elephant and get in amongst the herds and look for the tuskless. Obviously there's a lot of babies there, so they're there to protect their young. So getting in amongst them, the wind can change and the matriarch and the mothers can go crazy and start charging you down. And so yeah, it's very exciting, very tense, and it's probably the most dangerous hunt out of all African hunts to be in.
They're just going from big tree to big tree in the shade. You can see where they're all milling around here. So we're just going to go. Hopefully the wind doesn't change. It's lunchtime, swirling. Up, up, up.
I think the most important thing about tuskless hunting is making sure that it doesn't have a baby, because you don't want to leave a calf out in the bush that can't look after itself. That's the worst thing you could ever want to do. So making sure that it doesn't have a calf is priority.
A little bit. Better to see. Me posso to manisa. Ani 3 mataskas. Hey, I think the best plan, we'll wait for the wind to settle. Because if we push them, they're gonna run. I think let's wait until like 3 wind settles. They're easy to find. We do a quick loop around. If they've come out, we follow. If they haven't, we come to the spot and follow their tracks. And it. Stand in the shade. We just needed 2 minutes of the wind in the right direction and it swirled. There's 3 big tuskless in here. Did you see they put a head up?
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, man, we were busted. Yeah. But when they started coming this way, I thought, man, all we need is a second.
Yeah.
And we get a shot right there. I mean, if they would just stop for a second, bang. But then they smelled us, or they saw one of us, I think, maybe.
No, smell.
Do you think they just smelled us?
The wind's going straight there now.
Then,
but they've stopped up here.
then they got a good smell.
Yeah.
And they were really gone.
But at least we know there's 3 tuskless.
Yeah.
2 of them are shooters.
And it's not too big of a herd.
No, and it's pretty open.
Yeah, this is ideal. If we can get back on them.
We'll get on them.
And mark
I need it up.
mark the spot for
Yeah.
us.
Okay, so we've just left them. Obviously they got our wind. So I'm just marking where we're going to pick the tracks up from this afternoon. When the wind settles. Then we'll come back to the GPS point and then carry on.
So it's after lunch now and we've just picked up the tracks. We've done a loop, they haven't come out. So we're going to get in and try and get on them. The wind is still a bit fickle, but I'll give it our best.
Good luck.
tuskless hunting for someone that's never hunted a tuskless and been in amongst herds. So yeah, it's very exciting, very tense, and it's probably the most dangerous hunt out of all African hunts to be in. And trying to identify which the mothers were was quite difficult, but we had the time, luckily we had the patience and the right gang with us.
We want the far right one.
And being in amongst herds, which is what tuskless hunting is. You've got to look through a large number of elephant and get in amongst the herds and look for the tuskless. Obviously there's a lot of babies there, so they're there to protect their young. We got into a herd and I think there were 4 cows, tuskless cows, and 3 of them had calves, very young. You've got to look at the boobs and see that they're not swollen and full of milk, lactating. That's the first thing you look for when you get in and you find a tuskless, is whether they've got a calf at foot or if they're lactating. If they are, you move on and you keep looking for the next one.
Go low and to the right. Stop, stop, stop.
And we just looked through them individually, and I could see the one that we chose eventually, she had no big swollen boobs, she wasn't lactating, nothing at all, and all the other calves kept going to their mothers, so it made it a bit easier when the calves would run between the legs of the other ones.
They're very alert.
And so to get in here on these and then just to have to be patient for so long, as they were just kind of here taking a dust bath, and to just try to be ready when something cleared, because all the Mapani was just too thick to get a shot. And
oh no, what are you doing? Don't come here. It's too close. No, just wait. No. This Wednesday's right.
Again. Okay, let's back out. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Come here, full. Reload, reload. Quickly. Quickly, reload, quickly. Come here. We just want to go. Put one in there. Put one in there. Okay, come. Come here, come. Put one. Come here. Put one just between the eyes. Just above the right, left eye. That's it. Reload. Let's put one coup de grace quickly, just to make sure, and then we're going to back out for about 20 minutes. Take your time, take your time. You're good, you're good. Okay, kneel down here. Put it right there. Okay, let's back out. Well done. Tuskers down. Big old cow. So we're just backing out now because when she went down she was making a bit of grumbling, and the other ones we can still hear them in the background, so we're just going to give it a bit of time. Hopefully they move off and then we'll come back in slowly.
Good job, baby. That was close, up close and personal.
Yeah, well done.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
Yeah, sure. Problem. When we move beach and that's what they saw. You still got two in your pipe, eh?
Turn the pipe safety on.
Just in case they come back.
Barrel's hot.
Well done, Paul. Well done, buddy.
Thanks.
Good job. Thanks, Andy.
I mean, they were difficult to see with the dust.
Yeah.
And the sun going down.
And the sun's directly behind us.
And all the foliage, and then you're trying to keep an eye on the one, and then the other two are kind of acting like they might
they're
come.
coming, yeah.
But there's so much dust. If they took I wouldn't see them for a couple steps because of the dust.
The problem is as well, the only way in was with the sun in our eyes because the wind is coming to us. Normally the wind's going to the west. This time there, it's 5 o'clock. The wind's just doing its own plan. Every hunter's been through it. But you got to try and work with it and make it work for you. And it worked out. Well done.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate everything and everybody. We had to be very patient and go through a lot of trials here with the wind. Get in, get out. Wind's wrong. Get in, get out. Wind's wrong. And finally we get in here and it stayed just long enough that we could get in there but just were there putting dirt on their backs, and finally we waited long enough till she took a step, and that was that. Yeah. Incredible. And thankfully the rest of them went the other way.
Thank goodness. that other tuskless was a problem.
Whew, she was keyed
every
up.
step we took, she threw her head up.
Yeah.
When people say their eyes aren't good, they can see.
Oh yeah.
Obviously not far, but
yeah,
that distance, movement.
She didn't take her eyes off of us.
No.
She didn't take her eyes off us the whole time. Made us real nervous, trying to decide what to do here and wait and wait and wait. And the longer you wait, at some point the wind's going to swirl.
Yeah, exactly.
But we were lucky that we had
and go back to where it's supposed to be going.
Just enough wind in the right direction.
That's awesome. Good. The winner.
Got it done.
Right, well I think they've gone. I think they're heading for the north. They're going to meet Dalton somewhere. Let's walk in and see your trophy. Yeah, so there were a lot of babies with the other cows, and all as we kept looking for was big swollen teats, and she is good, she's got none, which is what we want to see. But also luckily the calves gave it away by going and suckling on their mothers, so it made life a bit easier. But good, no dependent calf, big old cow, and it went perfectly. The rest of them ran away, which is what you want. A lot of times they don't. So all wells that end well.
So it's been a challenge, but it's been a fantastic day.
Absolutely. Pleasure. Thank you. Thanks guys. Very hard work, eh? Well done guys. Right of us. Ciao Sue. Thanks Slippy. son. Sure. Well done, guys. Good team effort.
It's more than just the hunt for me when you come to a place like this. You know, there's people killed here from time to time from elephants. You know, hunting is part of their culture. We just happen to be now a part of it. And we're an integral part of it. There's a very tight quota on the elephants that are taken in these areas. It's very strictly managed. And that meat all goes to these people. You know, we're gonna get up in the morning and we're gonna start cutting that elephant, and meat's gonna go to the village, meat's gonna go to the hospital. That's part of our plan tomorrow, to take a big portion of the meat to the hospital. There's just a lot that gets used here.
We're here at the elephant recovery this morning, and I thought I'd show you a little bit of culture here in Zimbabwe. So if you look on this side of the people, you'll notice that it's all the ladies. All the ladies are here. As you can see, ladies, hello, 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 hello. And then we come to the opposite side of the elephant, and here, go on this side of the elephant, those are all ladies that side, and this side will all be your gentlemen. All the gentlemen here, you can see. And the reason for that is to avoid any flirtatious behavior. Unlike our culture, where we all would be hugging and kissing and being friends and mixing together, it's very different here. Because in this culture, you do not hug somebody else's wife, you do not kiss somebody else's wife, and you certainly don't hang around for a long time talking about who knows what. So it avoids conflict, confrontation with each other, and seems to work pretty well. But yeah, interesting. Different cultures for different folks across the world, and that's the African way. Because if you do be seen to be over chatty with someone's wife, you may end up with an ex.
Good to be able to share this meat with them. This is their place that we're getting to share with them. They live here and we hunt here, and it's a really good relationship, and I hope that continues. Hope they continue to see the value in what we're doing as paying hunters coming here, and how that everybody works together in this respect. And here's the end result: all these people getting supper tonight.
All my
I will see you in Tanzania. I'm here in Tanzania and Maasai land to hunt plains game. So really looking forward to this hunt. We've already seen some game. Gonna shoot the rifle and have a day out in the bush.
Okay.
We're good.
All right.
I'm happy.
Chukua box here.
It was really amazing to get to come here to Tanzania for the very first time and hunt here in Maasai land. Being able to be in a new place, totally new scenery, in the shadow of Kilimanjaro with all these really, really unique animals. We're on our first day of hunting here in Maasai land, and we came up to this old camp up here on top of a hill where we can glass and look over this area. We've already seen a ton of game this morning. It's been amazing. We've seen a little bit of everything, and so we're just kind of planning for the afternoon. It's a little windy up here, but down low it's not so windy, so this is just a good spot to take a break and look the area over and decide what we're going to do next. Spotted a lesser kudu bull down here from up here on top where we've been for the last hour or so, and just feeding down here in these bushes. So we're going to head back down and around and try to put a stalk on him.
Feeding slowly. All right, let's go. Stay in line. Stay in line. Right. Get ready. We go slowly to the right. If you get the shoulder open, we can shoot. Slow movement with your legs. Right. Okay. Okay. On the shoulder, let's go. All right. Okay. Go. Okay. Good. Got him. Well done. You got him. There he's going. There he's running. He's down. Well done. He's kicking up dust. He's kicking up dirt now. Well done.
Turned out very old animal. Excellent shot there.
Yep, there's some
texture.
Some chipping in here from the age. A lot of years of.
Well done.
Thank you. Well done. Well Thanks to everybody.
Good hunt.
First animal in Tanzania. There's a first time for everything. This is a big one for me. To be able to get the chance to see several and then take a very, very nice, very old bull on the very first day, I wasn't expecting that. That was fantastic to get that opportunity on day one, first animal, right after lunch, to be able to get a lesser kudu bull that measured very well and was very old, worn down horns, and just the exact kind of trophy that you'd hope for. But boy, to get it on day one, that was something else. We were able to locate this lesser kudu right after lunch and make a stalk on him, and the wind was right, and what little I know, I think we've got one of the hardest ones to hunt here, and it's on the first day.
Yeah, and a very good one and an old trophy. And you made a super stroke and also excellent shot. Well done.
Thank you very
Super.
much. Enjoyed it.
Good hunting. Was nice hunting with you.
On to the next one.
Yeah. The permits. I have to fill in the permits now. It's all the game we are allowed to shoot with the name on the client, the zone, the dates, the caliber, rifle number, make, date, start and end of safari, name of client, PHS, license number, and all the animals we are allowed to shoot in which area. The areas are here also given. And then you GPS the animal just now. You have to give a GPS point here. And then fill in the caliber, where shot, male, female, what species, time we shot it, etc. So you can't just go and bang, 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 wherever you want, with whoever you want, what rifle you want.
Well, record keeping's important. That's part of the management.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you know, and you get a quota. And you get, like, for this monstrous area, like 8 lesser kudu. And that's it.
Yeah.
That's the end of it, you know.
Yeah.
You can't overshoot it, you can't do it. You have to
But
pay
that-
it to the government.
But that management that y'all are required to do is also why we got so many animals we're getting to look over here today.
Yes.
Lots of
yes.
animals, well managed, and it's because of the record keeping.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's all part of our whole thing here. It's not just shooting, you know. It is the whole thing here. It is organized. It's organized. It's not, you know, just go ahead and do what you want. You know.
I live on a ranch, and we've been in a bad drought this year, and I've experienced dust and dirt blowing all of my life. But we came here to Moose Island in the dry season and pounded up and down these roads. It's not dust, it's dirt. Yeah, this place is dry right now. There is no doubt about it.
Tuafimbo.
Feeding under the bush here, under the tree. Yeah, we have to be slowly. Yep, they've seen us. Oh, slowly, slowly, don't move that fast with your hands. Okay. They've picked up the movement now. But don't shoot yet, don't. Just get ready. Just look at them. I'll give you a rest. The female is feeding. The big one's looking at it. Yeah, I must make sure that's him. There were 2 males there. It's a female going. Just stand still. I want to see his hooks when he looks sideways. Don't shoot yet, don't shoot yet. Just be ready. I just want to see his hooks. If they're not too nice, the hooks we won't shoot. The female is right behind him, that's a problem. They're not too alert. There's bush in front of him. I'll just stay on him. Just small, slowly one. I'll just go slowly on.
He will stop. They will. Alright, don't worry. Go slowly, he will come, they will come in that side. He will come to the right there. Somewhere there, he might stop there. Okay. Wait when he gets side on. Okay. Okay. You got him?
Shot a little bit high, but I think it's okay.
Alright. Just put a new bullet in and then stay on him.
I've always thought that the gearnuk was one of the most interesting animals in all of Africa. It is truly unique with that long neck, the look of its horns, the way it feeds on its hind legs many times. We saw many here and the population's very good. And to be able to find an old one after looking at many, that's the other thing, getting the chance. Sometimes on hunts you don't get that chance. You find one mature animal and that might be your only shot in the whole 10-day hunt. And in this case, we got to see a few and we got to make sure that we're able to get one that was the right one, the older one, and the one that would be a nice trophy and just a nice representative of that species.
Weird face, no? That little face, that little nose and stuff, you know. Yeah, elegant, no? Very elegant little.
Elegant animal. Ernest, we've had a good day one, to say the least. The two most special animals here, and we're able to not only see quite a few, but to take the lesser kudu this morning and then right after lunch, I guess, and this beautiful heavy-horned gearnuk late this evening. It's been fantastic just to see all these animals and then to get the chance to get in on one of these and then get, you know, I always say it's something else to get your hands on these kind of horns.
But you made an exceptional shot. It was a nice hunt also with you. We stalked up to him. You know, you can see that he's got these nice hooks on it and also a nice bend. And that's a very exceptional gearnuk, way above average. And it's an old boy. And you made a good shot. And we are now here in the enjoyment area in Masailand, and behind us, unfortunately in the clouds, is Kilimanjaro. So you're basically hunting your kudu, and your gearnuk was hunted on the foothills of Kilimanjaro in the enjoyment area. Privileged to be here, and as you said, it's a very unique animal, and you did a good job, and congratulations.
Well, thank you.
Once more.
Both of these two today have been a dream come true.
Yep, and good quality, very good quality. We selected nice old animals and good quality, so we are lucky.
Well, the sun's going down on our first hunting day here in Tanzania, and it's been beyond successful. Getting a chance to get on a lesser kudu that was really incredible, 30 inches, and then late this evening to be able to get on a gearnuk and make a shot and get these two iconic animals down in the first day is, I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. It's just an incredible start to this safari. And so getting the chance to go out and see these different animals, they're different sizes, different colors, live in different habitats, and that is always some of the fun of going to a new place and going on safari. Day two, here we go. I don't know how we'll top day one with the lesser kudu and a gearnuk, but there's so much game here, who knows what's going to happen, but really excited. Really excited to get out there and go see what the day has in store for us.
Now we are going to go and look for dik-dik, a big one, and impala, whatever we find what is on our license, but dik-dik impala is on. If we see a really good Tommy or a Grand Gazelle, that's what we are going for. You know, anything that is above average, good, or if we can, and then check the baits. There are 3 baits, 2-3 baits I want to check for striped hyena. We've got striped hyena on, but we must check the baits and the cameras or whatever. Yeah, whether we'll see something on it, and then we can make up a plan whether we'll stay tonight or this evening or tomorrow morning and look at the bait. What is this animal that walked up here?
Dick, giraffe.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the dick and I see the giraffe's leg move. I didn't even see the giraffe, but I was looking at the dick and I see the giraffe's leg move. So amazing.
In Cuba, sana, if they are straight on the back and a pad like this guy is, it's a bloody old cat. Old cat. It's like humans. The feet, they get worn out, you know, stretched out, I would say. You know? And when the leopard does that, what he's doing there, that he's got hardly, you know, throws these 3 pads in the back. You know, this guy is spooky old.
Why was he draw the circles around?
That Michelle checks the track out. I think that shot you blew, I don't know. How did you feel?
Good.
All right. Oh yeah, there's the dust going.
There was some brush in the way.
Yeah, all right.
Good.
Okay. I thought you blew it, but I didn't hear, because I didn't hear the truck, but it's all right. Okay, perfect. All right, okay. We'll see.
Thanks. Well, he ran a ways. That's no surprise. I've shot one with 375 before, and they've run hundreds of yards, so it's crazy how tough they are.
Right, in the perfect shot. Nice impala. Perfect shot. Couldn't have shot him better. A good shot, eh?
Nice one.
And he must have run.
Yeah.
200 yards? 200 yards?
Yeah, probably. Pushing
Perfect
200
shot.
yards.
Yeah.
150?
150 easy.
Easy.
It was like that.
Yeah.
You know.
And bleeding the whole time.
Whole time. Well done.
Yeah, that's right where I wanted to put it. And that
I didn't hear the shot either. It's a lung shot. That's why we didn't hear it.
Okay. Wasn't as loud.
If it's a solid shot on meat or in the stomach, then you hear goop. But that lung with it sometimes goes through, you hear zero.
Yeah.
Well done. Nice impala.
Good job.
Nice impala. Deep amplitude.
Yeah.
Long tip still. In 2 years he's like this.
Yeah.
You know, so he's got this here nearly 1¾ acre. Beautiful. Well done.
Very good. Thank you.
That thick stuff, as you said, it's difficult to see them. That red color and that bush and so on, and then to get an open space. And it wasn't completely open, but you took the hole that was there, put your bullet right in there, and it's a perfect, nice hunt again. One shot kill again.
Thank you very much.
Always one shot kills. The whole time it gets now routine. You know?
Well, they're tough. They're tough animals.
I'm very opinionated about ammo. There's just a few manufacturers that I really like and that I really trust. And one of those is Swift. They're A-frame bullets. I've shot a lot. The Sirocco bullets. They really perform well, and they're something you never have to think twice about. They're always going to do the job in the exact same way every single time. And I was fortunate on this safari. It doesn't always work out this way for every hunter, but on this safari, in Maasai land in Tanzania, I was able to take everything with one shot. And I was thankful and I was proud of that, because it certainly doesn't always happen to us. We're checking the hyena baits, looking for a striped hyena, so we've got to check the camera card and see what's feeding here. There's some tracks here, so we can see when they're coming and what it looks like.
That is the female. Male is to the right. Right there, he's standing. Right. That's him. Shoot him. On the shoulder. Yeah, behind the shoulder.
Sun's going down. We've been unsuccessfully stalking some dick here in this thick brush, and got on them a time or two, but they just always be around the next bush, so we'll have to be tomorrow.
What do you look for in a good dick?
One that the horns are close to the ear height, or appear to be close to the ear height when he looks with his ear in a normal position. That you can see them very clearly sticking out over an inch, inch and a half over this hair. You know, that little crest he's got on his head. That's what you try to see.
Young one.
But
female one, the young
that one which we had just now was also a very nice one. Very nice one, yeah.
Would be what, two inches long?
No.
Three?
No. 3.5 easy. He was 3.5 easy. Well, over 3.5, I'm 100% sure of it. But before I shoot the bad one, I let you guys carry on with what's his name? You guys can fiddle with him with Dick.
Well, it's early morning. We're heading out, day 3. Ernest has left us and he's having to head back home, and so Jan is guiding me for the rest of the hunt.
Well, today we're going after Tommy, Grants, Dick. See what we can find.
Sure.
We're gonna check on the hyena baits. Maybe a hyena.
Yeah. That would be nice. We've seen plenty of game, and we expect to do the same today. We expect to see plenty of game and make a big round and see how it goes. But I wouldn't be surprised if we wind up with a couple more in the back of the truck today. It was a herd of Dicks. I don't know what it was, if it was a family gathering or what, but there was like 6 of them right here together. Amazing. They're everywhere.
They act like turkeys. They flare up their tail on the side. They blow up their neck. Just similar to turkeys.
Strutting. During the breeding season. There's plenty of them here.
A male will go out in the middle of the open and he will do that, and he will attract females.
Yeah.
What's the name of the bird? That's a Cory bustard.
Yeah. Interesting things you see when you're out hunting. We're here hunting and it's the dry season, and this is one of those areas, like most of this place, is terribly overgrazed and it's just hard to look at. There's just way too much livestock here to be supported on this land, and so we've been driving around, still seeing lots of game, but well, this place right here, I don't know, it's in sad shape. It needs a lot of rain and rest from all this livestock.
This is a Lesser stir fry. Like it's like a bush stew kind of thing. So we stopped here for lunch, cooking up some meat that we shot the other day.
Having a bush lunch here under a big tree, midday, and we're having some of my lesser kudu for lunch, and it couldn't be any better. It's absolutely fantastic.
We're also going to make some Gerenuk steaks coming up next. This is part of utilizing all the meat that we shoot. We use every part of the animal. We cook everything. We eat it ourselves. We give it the staff. Let's go.
Yeah, look at this.
Secondary growth. That's exactly what you want.
Beautiful.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Good job, guys. Thanks for spotting him for me. Man, oh man. Amazing. First African gazelle. Getting to get out here and getting a group of them. They were all big ones, and then just trying to find the right one. And I was thinking, well, probably not a bigger one. And then they saw this one. I said, all right, let's go. Amazing. Really amazing. These Grant's gazelles, we'll see them pretty much every hour of the day. We're able to get in there and just make that shot, and just had to be quick. But what a beautiful animal, and what an adventure to get to look at so many and so many close calls, and then to get on a nice one like this. Thanks for everything.
My pleasure.
We literally just drove out of camp and got down the road a few kilometers, and in this open area here, I just saw one dik-dik. I'm sure there was more, but we saw one.
Nice, nice.
We've been working on this one for a while. Wow. Thank you. Whiz. Yeah, when you get down in the hair, they're actually really long.
Yeah.
You just got to get down in the hair to see that.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That's beautiful.
His ears are all torn up from fighting. So old. Golly.
And he was just standing there.
My goodness.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much. I'm amazed. That was something else. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. We've been at this for a few days. It hasn't been easy. Thank you. Finding a dik-dik here is not a problem at all. They seem like they're under every bush. There's just so many of them. It's been fantastic. We've been able to put the binos up in glass and look at so many of them, looking for a particularly old one and one with good horns. And we've seen a few, but sometimes it's a fleeting glimpse on these things. And today, early morning, able to get in there and found this one and wind up with a really old one. I mean, his ears are torn up. He's a cool little animal. This is the Kirk's dik-dik here in Tanzania. What a fortunate way to start the morning.
Which one? Wait, hold on.
See the one on the right.
Yes. Check in front of him. There's another one in front of him. Wait. No, that's not him. That's not him. Is that him? Yeah, right. The one on the right. Yeah. Yeah.
The one on the right. Yeah.
Yes. Nice shot.
Yeah.
Nice shot.
Thanks.
Woo. The minute we start acting like predators. Choo.
This is one of my favorite animals. Absolute all-time favorite animals. And first chance to get to hunt one. And I don't know how many we've seen on this trip, but hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these Thompson gazelles. And what a trophy this thing is. Look at these horns. And the rings are so defined on it. I find that fascinating, that just how defined the rings are on this thing. Tough little horns. They're little fighters too. They're scrappers. They know how to use those things. Yeah, definitely a beautiful trophy.
Absolutely.
You were right. You were right. This is a good one. I'm excited. I'm beyond excited.
He has the curve, the body we wanted.
Yeah,
And
love
just-
that, how it
yeah.
curves forward.
Yeah.
We're having a great adventure so far here in Maasai Land. And after taking some really unique trophies here, we're going to move camps. We're going to move to another location. I believe some of it's a little higher elevation, some different species there. So get the opportunity to go into a different area. And that's going to be exciting with some different animals and all of these unique experiences that we're very fortunate to get to have here in Tanzania. Here we are at a new camp. Totally different area, about a 3-hour drive, and we're right below an active volcano here. So a little change of pace. This is going to be fun. No, I don't think so. Not right now.
Water.
Might have a beer though.
Beer?
Yeah.
Okay.
What kind of beer? Kilimanjaro Safari.
I know Safari. Kilimanjaro and Kesto.
Sure. All right. Check this out. It's a tent in name only. It's actually like a hotel room. Check it out. Oh, wow. Tub and shower. And of course all the other amenities and facilities. Home sweet home for another week or so. Here we go. Very comfortable, very nice place to stay. We're getting to experience a whole new area, totally different scenery. This is just going to be a blast. We've had a good time so far. We're kind of at the midway point of this safari, and lots of good hunting ahead.
What is the plan?
We're going now to look some wildebeest close to the lake. If we are get, and then we'll concentrate putting bait for striper henna. That's all about.
We've got a plan now. We need to execute our plan. Hope everything goes well. We're seeing some new country today on an epic scale.
Yanni, are you ready for round 2?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
The one looked like a different color.
Yeah.
The leg.
One on the last.
Well, that one looking at us with the wide horns.
Yeah.
Yes.
All by himself in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the one kicking.
I think we're okay.
Yeah.
I think we're okay.
We're okay.
Exit wound.
Yeah.
Blood coming out.
Down.
Down.
Good. What a deal.
Hold on.
Wind. Jan, we've had quite a change of scenery here from the other camp, coming here to Lake Natron and being here in the shadow of volcanoes and all these interesting mountains, and again another area just full of game. I mean, we've only been here for a while, and we've seen, I don't know how many different kinds of animals we've seen, but we've seen plenty, and we saw some wildebeest here and there, and then we found this big herd, and it took a while to find out which one was that big old bull, because y'all saw him, and I was looking at a younger bull that was really impressive, but you saw this older one, and then they got all mixed up, and then what do we do?
Then we tracked and we got closer, and we were just sitting there for a while looking to find this guy, like that he would split away from the herd.
And then finally they separated a little bit. But it was about a 200-yard shot, and the wind was blowing. I had to hold over about 8 to 10 inches to make that shot, and thank goodness it worked out. It couldn't have been better, and we're just going to enjoy our time here. We're halfway through the safari and a new area, and we've got all kinds of new opportunities and new game to go after. It's hard for us with the Western mindset to understand how they just are happy to do what they do, and we understand the livestock side of it because we love livestock, those of us that are ranchers like me, but the other parts of their life are, man, that's very tough. Getting the chance to come here and see the Maasai people that I've always heard about has certainly been an interesting experience. They're a very interesting culture. They love their livestock. They live in this land and have for a very long time, and I can certainly appreciate that about them and their history. Living here and trying to raise animals in this dry country and dealing with the dry season and the wet season and the weather and predators and everything really makes for a difficult life. They do have many challenges that they have to deal with, and whether it's weather, whether it's predators, you know, whether it's other issues, it is definitely a hard life. I grew up hunting with my father when I was young, and no, he knew I went on safari a few times, but he's since passed away. And I've always said, you know, going back to some of my more dramatic hunts, like the lion hunt, or certainly this one here in Basailand, or just previously in the Ome in the Zambezi Valley hunting a buffalo and an elephant. I always said that my dad would be really tickled to know what's going on these days. We always like to say that Africa really changes you, and I'm certainly an example of that. Being a young person in their 20s and just falling in love with Africa, and now at 50, getting to see so many countries, hunt so many different animals, and meet so many people. It has really been a blessing to me and a joy of my life visiting Africa. Jan, we've had another fantastic day here in this beautiful area with the scenery. We've seen all kinds of animals, huge numbers of zebras and giraffes and you know, Thompson gazelles, Grant gazelles, and so many animals. And the wind proved a little challenging today, and of course we weren't going to be satisfied with anything but a really old, big, heavy-horned Grant's gazelle, and I think we found him. Then finally getting up and being able to make a shot, and you know, that wind was messing with me, let me tell you, but we got it done, and so thanks to everybody for everything. Yeah, one thing about hunting here in Maasai land, we say everywhere we go is a unique experience, but this one has truly been unique. Getting to see Lake Natron, getting to see the volcanoes, Mount Kilimanjaro, the ancient footprints that they say may be some of the oldest ever. All those things make this a unique experience, and in some ways surprising. I knew some of the things I might see here in Tanzania, but I certainly didn't know all the things I was going to get to see and experience. And so that has made it an absolute blast to get to come on safari here in Maasai land. Good morning. Good morning. We're right next to Lake Natron. We're behind some truck here on the road with a guy sitting on top. You never know what you're going to see in Africa. Long, long drive to where we're going, looking for the Robert's gazelle today, so we've got a long day ahead of us.
What time did you get up?
We got up at 3:30, and we were gone before 5, and 4:35 somewhere in there, and we're going to be in this truck on these rough roads for probably 6 hours today. So, whew, it's going to be a rough day, but we're going to get to see some new country. The sun's coming up. We're starting to get a glimpse of the lake. And that's going to be really fun, especially on the drive home. Hopefully we can get some photos and spend some time at least looking from a few vantage points from the road here. This Robert's gazelle is, for me, one of the real prizes here in Maasai land, and one of the reasons I came here. And the unique thing is they're only in this area, literally just in this specific area. And there's quite a number of them, and it's been challenging because we wanted to find an old one, and then we've got this wind to deal with. And Yanni, we finally get on these gazelles, and they're just walking. They're just not running, but they're just not going to stop. This is one of those few ones that give me buck fever, and I'm really fortunate to be here today with you, Yanni. Thanks.
It is definitely challenging because it comes in gusts. You get this gust of really strong wind, and then it dies down, and then it comes on again. So it makes it really difficult, and really, because the animals, they don't interact properly with the wind. Some of them want to lie down, get up again. We haven't seen anything really up and about and grazing. Most of them are lying down.
Yeah, it is. It's windy enough that a lot of them are lying down. And then all you can see is horns sticking up, and you hope you can see horns sticking up. So that way you know it's a good one. Hey, if we can see horns out there, we might want to take a closer look. So, well, I just appreciate everybody, and getting this opportunity on this special animal. This is one of those few ones that give me buck fever, and I'm really fortunate to be here today with you, Yanni. Thanks.
Pleasure.
And so the change in terrain, when you do get to travel on a hunt like this, is always very interesting, and getting to see the difference in the landscape from one camp to another. Lake Natron area, and getting to experience that, where a lot of it's flat, slightly rolling. Some of it will be a little bit denser grass, open country, but then also some rolling hills over there. And of course, in the backdrop, everywhere you go over there is one of the two big volcanoes. We were winding down our last few days at Lingai Camp, and again, it was one of those windy days. Had a second Thompson's on license, and as I've said before, I was more than happy to go home without one if we didn't find a really special one. And so we spent the day looking and glassing. Got to see so many, I mean, just so many. It was a lot of fun. And then finally, I was really thinking we were probably done for the day. And we finally found one that everybody insisted was a really, really good trophy. Wide horns, heavy horns, and just a beautiful older animal to take.
Well, we've been fortunate to take another Thompson's gazelle. We found one a little bit bigger than the previous one. We had two on license, and so getting that opportunity as the hunt's winding down, and the dirt's blowing in our eyes here. We can hardly see. The wind is so strong, but yeah, a serious wind hold, about 180-yard shot, and on a teeny tiny little animal.
Good shot. Wow, that's some amazing shooting, sir.
So I was fortunate to be able to do that, and Yanni, everybody worked hard glassing so many of these animals at long distance to be able to try to find one that we were happy with, because we were happy to go home with nothing, but to be able to find this one, a little bit wider, a lot of character, and some, you know, some breaking there on some of the horns from age. It was a really special trophy.
Absolutely.
Yanni, what happened?
It's a really fascinating trophy. We saw a lot of them this morning, and he was the only one that kind of stood out, that he was different from all the rest. His horns were a little bit wider than the other ones, and I think would make a good addition to Phil's collection, because the other one he shot had a different horn shape than this one, and I really like him. I think that this is a good Tommy.
Beautiful, beautiful.
This road is treacherous. It is long, huge switchbacks to get up on top here, and now we're headed down, and this thing will test your nerves. Based on our success and getting the gazelles all sorted out, we're going to head back to the other camp, and we're going to continue baiting for the striped hyena.
We're heading down there to where the blind is. We're going to be sitting there till dark. We see a lot of footprints. Hopefully we're going to get them today.
We're in the blind. It's about 4:45, so we're here early. Weather's cool. We'll see what happens, but I think we have a good chance at this location.
I've had a really fantastic time here in Maasai Land. It has been the experience that I thought it was going to be. Amazing people that I hunt with here, amazing food, amazing service, and truly amazing scenery. I don't think that statement even does it justice. This place is one of those places that you just have to see to behold. It's just absolutely beautiful. The amount of game here is fantastic. Getting the chance to look over animals before you try to make a stalk is really unique. Doesn't always happen in hunting. And I was able to get every single animal that I had on my list originally. There was others we wanted to go after, but there was certainly no heartache. I got all the gazelles and all the animals that I was after, and that just made for a fantastic safari here in Tanzania.